Hey folks, hope you're all well. Just out for a bit of a paddle and camp today. The river's pretty high, but these are my days off, so it's the time I have to do it. But it's been pretty smooth sailing so far. Because the river's high, it's also pretty fast, so have a bit of ground to cover. So that should work out well. Wanted to test out the Packraft before a slightly bigger trip I've got coming up. And so far it's working great. I've been on a few little trips before, but yeah, nothing significant where I've actually packed my camping gear inside the hull. And so far that zipper's working well, and yeah, so we'll see how we go. I was a bit concerned about this trip, to be honest, because the river's up quite a bit and it's, as you can see, it's quite brown. This is normally quite a clear river, and what that would mean in terms of strainers and whatnot, but it's actually working out really well. It's been really uneventful, and you've got pretty good visibility on this river up ahead, and I've paddled this a few times before, so I am familiar with it. So yeah, it's actually working out pretty well, and because of the extra flow, I'm making a pretty good pace. So should be able to cover the ground pretty comfortably. Pretty stoked. The sun has just come out, so if I get a bit of nice weather this afternoon, that'll make my day. It's good fun floating on the river, but it's that much nicer in good weather. So I'm getting pretty close to the spot where I was thinking of for lunch, so hopefully in the next 15 minutes I'll find something. I'll keep my eyes open for somewhere nice to pull out and grab a bite to eat. I think there must be some goslings nearby. just got quite a bit windier, and it's manageable at the moment. But pack rafts don't love wind. They're not super heavy, and they've got quite a bit of drag, so hoping it doesn't get much stronger than this. What I'm hoping is the wind is sort of coming now from that valley up there, because the river actually goes down behind this mountain and in front of the one with snow on it. So with a bit of luck, I might actually be a little bit protected once the river turns this corner. So the river goes two ways here. Not too sure which is looking the better way. The way on the left looks like it's got a lot of strainers, so I think I might even go right. I can't see any way forward here, so I'm just going to pull over to the left. Little look. There might be a path to the right over there by the looks of it. Just need to be pretty careful not to get sucked into those logs. Because there's nothing over there. I think that's the path there over to the right. Yeah, I didn't actually see that log across there. That was a little bit sketchy, that one. So this bit up here is fast, and I can't actually see around the corner. So I'm just going to go over to this bank in front of me and see if I can get a bit better of a view of what's coming up. So this is the next little section. Yeah, the only bits that look a bit hairier, a bit over to the right there, but there's quite a strong current pushing you in that direction. So if I can go up back a little bit higher and hug the inside, I think that'll give me time to deal with anything that comes up after that. Just veering across a little bit so I don't get pushed right over into that side. Ooh, that wind hit me hard. Keep going. Okay. Ooh. Didn't really count on that wind being that strong. But it's all good. We're across. Yeah, so this path to the right is looking pretty good. Really don't like the look of that water over there, so glad I was able to stay away from that. So in a little bit of an eddy here, plus the wind is right in my face, so I'm struggling to move. So I'm just going to pull up on the bank here until I get a little bit more energy. Whew. What looks like a really simple little corner, the wind's just going straight up there, which just made it hard to get across this side and avoid this stuff over here. So I just want to go down here now. So there's quite a strong eddy here pushing back, so just need a little bit of energy so I can paddle across here against the eddy and against the wind, because I don't really want to go down that way. Yeah, so that went nice and I'll be stuck there for a little bit. I think the big factor there was the wind. It really gusted up and more or less stopped me in its tracks in terms of getting where I wanted to get. So definitely need to respect the wind. I'm just hugging the bank at the moment in the hope that I can get a bit of shelter from the wind in here. I think I can safely conclude that I'm not going to get any shelter in this valley. If anything, it feels a little bit worse. Got a little bit of reprieve from the wind now, and I can even see some blue sky up ahead. Dare I hope that this will continue. This wind's incredible. Genuinely feels like it's gonna flip the boat. So I'm just sticking close to the shore here. Psychological. So I've just jumped out of the water here. The wind was just a bit much for me. I looked at the weather on my phone and it was saying 25 kilometres per hour winds with 60 kilometres per hour gusts, which for future reference is far too much for me to feel comfortable in a pack raft. It just feels like I'm going to blow away or something. It didn't actually happen, obviously, but didn't feel very comfortable. Thankfully, the wind is supposed to calm down over the next hour or two, go down from 25 back down to 10. So I'm just going to sit it out here for a little bit and wait for the wind to drop off. Then I'll jump back in the raft, head downstream a bit and look for a camp. The wind has calmed down and the rain has stopped. So much better going now. So one of the spots that I was interested in is just after, I think, this railway bridge, so keep an eye open here. So you can see how much the river's up. This is a road just here. I could even camp out here if I was keen. I kind of want to check out that spot over the far side of the rail bridge though. Getting a little deeper here. So I'm just hanging out underneath this rail bridge until this rain clears a little bit. I figured everything's still in dry bags and I'm pretty much wet anyway, that I'll wait until there's a little bit of better weather before cracking everything open. Yeah, I think this spot will do for a campsite. It's a little bit exposed to the wind, but the wind is supposed to die down, so we'll see how we're doing in about half an hour or so. There is a spot that's down in a little gully a little bit further up there. It's not as nice, but it's probably more protected from the wind, so got that as a backup option if I need it. Otherwise, just going to hang out here, maybe get something to eat until the rain stops, which it's due to shortly, and then should be able to get a little bit more set up here. So I've got the fly of my tent all set up and my things inside out of the rain. That's the thing I do really like about this tent, the Durston XMid 2, is that you can set up the fly really easily. So I'll show you. And I've just been able to set up the fly and throw my things in there without setting up the inner or even the ground sheet. I have had a few challenges with this tent, and I think I've fixed a lot of them. I emailed the owner, Dan Durston, and he was super helpful. The big thing that I did, which has helped me out a lot, in case you have the same tent, is I put longer guy lines on it. So at all the corners. You can see here there was just a short one originally. I've put a slightly longer one here, and all the way around. Yeah, so I think that'll work a lot better now. Morning folks, so as you can see, a bit of sunshine this morning, which I'm very thankful for. So not the best night's sleep. The trains came pretty frequently and they rattled quite a bit over this bridge here, so not the ideal spot for a good sleep. That's how it goes, and yeah, just going to enjoy a little bit of oatmeal and then pack up and hit the river. Not far now to my destination. I actually covered quite a bit of ground yesterday, so I'll probably leave this video here, but thanks for joining me and I'll catch you later.